So this video is just a quick little knitting video. I'm trying to teach my friend Heather how to knit, and she's kind of been struggling. Let me get it to focus since I'm going to be having it look at my hands a lot, okay? So this video is just really for her and helping her learn to knit. I am not the most brilliant knitter in the world, nor am I the know-it-all of all things knitting. The techniques you're about to see aren't necessarily the only they're for sure not the only technique. They're not necessarily the best technique, but they're the one I use, and they're the ones that I find the easiest for me. So here we go. To cast on, you're going to drape your yarn. I'm using Red Cherry from Red Heart Super Savers. Okay, you're going to give yourself a decent sized tail. Your tail is the piece that's going to hang from the bottom of your project, okay? So this, from here to here, is my tail. This piece, the piece that is attached to my ball of yarn, can you see it? I'm moving my yarn with it. This is called your working yarn, okay? Now, when doing this method, depending on how many loops you're going to do, you're going to need a really long tail. We're only going to do 20 stitches, okay? The loops that sit on your needle, they're called stitches. We're only going to be doing 20 of them, so I don't need a really long tail. I'm going to give myself just a little bit extra because I like to have and not need, then need and not have, okay? So you've got your tail hanging from your needle. You're going to go use your pointer finger and your thumb, a little pinchy, and you're going to go through those two pieces of yarn. Okay, sorry, I'm trying to do this through a camera lens, so this is interesting. Through the two pieces of yarn, so that one piece of yarn is by your thumb, the other piece of yarn is by your pointer finger, okay? With your final 3 fingers, you're going to grab the bottom of that yarn, okay? So you see what I've done? 2 fingers through, other 3 fingers grabbing, okay? Let me work with my tautness here. Now from here, you're going to use your pointer finger of your right hand to hold on to this that's draped over your needle, because if you don't, it flies off, right? Pull down to make a slingshot with your hands, okay? To make a slingshot with your yarn. See that? Okay, now remember, this is draped over my needle, and I'm holding it with my pointer finger, Heather, okay? Draped over. You're going to take your knitting needle, go by your thumb, take it over to your finger, and you're going to wrap it around. Pull it through that hole. Okay, watch it again. Slingshot. Go by your thumb. You're going to go this piece right here, the one that's in your hand. This is the one you're going under. Go under. Now go over to your finger and pull this strand right here. You're going to pull that grab that you made through that loop by your thumb. Pull it taut. Okay, one more time. Slingshot by your thumb. Go over to your finger. Pick it up. So you're just going to go under it so that it picks it. And you're going to go back through this hole. Okay, and pull it taut. You're going to find that once you get used to this hand motion, it's going to make sense. It's going to flow really well, okay? I'm just going to do it very slowly. Walk you through it again. Under by your thumb, over to your finger, pick it up, pull it through. Now Heather, I know I'm going to be mostly talking to Heather because she's the one that this video is mainly for. But if your name's not Heather, insert your name, okay? Okay, friends? Now Heather, I know you're getting frustrated, but just trust me. Follow the steps. Go slow, okay? You have to start somewhere. Under by your thumb, over to your finger, pick up that stitch and bring it through the hole. Okay, do it again. I'm going to do a couple. Let's see, what am I at so far? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Almost halfway there. Under, over, through. 10. Under by your thumb, over to the finger, pick it up, pull it through that hole. Okay? Under by your thumb. So we're going under this strand. Okay, under, and we're going over to this strand, and we're going to pick up that strand, and then we're going to pull it through this hole by our thumb. Okay? Sorry, I'm having to sit at a weird angle and it's making my hands cramp. Okay. So remember, we're holding it like a slingshot, right? Go under by your thumb, through, up by your thumb, okay? Picking up this strand, over to our finger. We're going to pick up this strand, and now we're going to pull it through that hole next to our thumb. Just a couple more. And again, you'll get better at it as you practice it. Let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Okay, 6 more. Under, over, pull through. And you see how this loop is like loosey-goosey? It's because I didn't pull it to the same tautness as the others. Okay, you see how my tail is getting smaller? Okay. Remember, through, so that you've got one over your thumb and one over your pointer finger. Hold the other strands with your other 3 fingers and make your slingshot. Well, keep missing. There we go. Under, over, go behind, pull it through. Okay? Under, over, through, pull it through. Now once you've started getting loops, you don't have to hold on to this so bad anymore. One of the things I do, you may have noticed, let me show you. I go under, over, and I've been going in just a little and grabbing that loop I'm trying to make so that it doesn't fall off. Okay, under, over, behind, pull it through. Under, over, behind, pull it through. Okay? So let's see. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 21. Okay, we did 21. That's fine. You can leave it at 21 or you can do 20, Heather, whichever you prefer. Okay, so now, again, you've got 2 pieces of yarn hanging at the end, all right? The short piece that's not attached to anything other than your work, okay? This is called, it's just your end yarn, okay? This has no real significance, to be honest with you. The part that's attached to your ball of yarn, however, this is the one we're going to be working with, because if you try working with this short piece, you're going to run out of yarn pretty quickly. That's why we want to work with the one that's attached. Okay? Now, this is where your other needle comes in. So you've got your 2 needles. Heather, because you're right-handed, you're going to hold your working needle, so the empty needle, in your right hand, and your project is going to be held in your left hand, okay? Take your needle, and you see this stitch right here? See the stitch? You see this loop right here? This is what we're going to knit into, okay? So you're going to go through your loop and behind it. So look at it from this aspect. You're going to go through and behind. You're going to make an X. Take your working yarn, the one that's attached to the ball. Okay, whoop, dropped it. Wrap it around your needle and pull it down. And pull this needle through and dump it off. Okay, make an X. Sorry, I'm trying to see this through a camera, so again, I keep missing. Pull it through, drop it off. X, through, drop off. Through the loop, wrap your yarn, pull the needle back, and we're using that loop we wrapped around, and that's what's making our new stitch, okay? Watch it again. Make an X, wrap it. Now this wrap, this is what makes our new stitch, okay? So that's why we can't drop this. And you can see it right there. You see how it's already chilling there? Watch it from this angle. Oops. See? See it right here? This is it. That's our new stitch. Very good. Now we're just going to knit it again. Okay. Oops, sorry. Again, I'm knitting at a very strained angle. I'm not used to sitting like this when I knit, so it's making my hands kind of sore. Behind, wrap it, pull it through, so you've made your loop by pulling it through, drop it off. A real easy way to make sure you can do that is don't let your needles lose contact. So you see how close they are right now? See how tight they are? Now wrap and use your needle to guide you down. Drag it against the other needle. You kind of see what I mean? Let me show you from this angle. Drag it against so that it doesn't ever lose contact, okay? And that might help you keep from dropping stitches. Sorry about that wiggling movement. Wrap it, knit it, drop it off. X, wrap, don't let them stop touching, pull it through. And again, Heather, this is all about practice, okay? You're not going to be perfect right from the get-go. These are a little tight. Here, let me get some more yarn out of my ball. That'll help. Okay, on through. Hold on. I think I didn't go through. Yep, okay, I only did through part of that loop. So you want to make sure you pick up all the threads from your loop. Again, please bear with me. I'm doing this through a camera lens and it's not the most easy thing in the world. There we go, okay. Okay. All right, Heather, now here's where you were getting confused, okay? Where do you start when you go in? So what I like to do is I like to lay my stitches flat. And I told you that since you're right-handed, your empty needle is always going to start in your right hand. So switch, okay? Now, this is what your view looks like. You've done one row, okay? You're going to start over here. You're going to notice two loops, okay? There's going to be this loop, which is on top of your knitting needle, okay? You see this loop? And then there's going to be this loop down here, okay? Ignore this loop. The only loop you want is the one that's on the needle, okay? This is your friend. This is the devil. This is your friend, okay? And then we're just going to start just like normal. Take your needle, go through this loop, wrap it around, pull it through, kick it off. Behind, wrap, pull through, kick it off. Behind, wrap, pull through, kick it off. Behind, wrap, pull through, kick it off. Behind, whoops, wrap, pull through, kick it off. All right, I'm going to stop talking because I'm sure the people who aren't you that are watching this are starting to get annoyed with my voice. I'm just going to keep doing it slowly. I'm not speeding any of this up either so that you can follow it in real time. Behind. Last couple stitches, behind, wrap, pull it through, kick it off. Remember, don't let them lose contact. That'll really help you. Behind, wrap, pull through, kick it off. Behind, go behind it to wrap it. Then you want to pull it through, kick it off. Last one. Behind, wrap, pull through, kick it off, okay? And then switch hands. Again, lay them flat. Lay your stitches flat if you need to, Heather. There we go. That's the start. All right, I'm going to show you one more time how to start it. Not this bottom loop, the top loop, this one that is attached to your needle, okay? That's what we're going behind. And then we're taking our working yarn, wrap, pull it through, kick it off. Okay, all right, I'm just gonna finish this row. Okay. All right, so that is the start of your knitting. Heather, remember to be calm and patient, all right? Take your time, and if you need any help with any other portion of this, just keep rewatching it, okay? And if you have a problem, you can call. Alrighty, so good luck with your knitting quest, all the other random people who found this video, which is probably a grand total of 2. I will see you guys next time. Bye, everybody.